This is going to be a complete beginner's guide to changing your own oil on a car. This is not going to be a video saying unscrew the oil drain plug, remove the filter, install a new filter, and then refill the oil. I want to go over everything that you're going to need and the full process of changing the oil on a car. The links to all of the products that we go over in the video and everything that you're going to need will be down in the description below. If you do not own a Subaru BRZ or a Toyota 86, then you can use Amazon's Garage to select the year, make, and model of your car, and the search engine will bring you to everything that fits the exact car that you own personally or are working on. That, or if you want to go to a local auto body shop, then just simply let them know the year, make, and model to give you the right products. So let's begin. First is to all of my Subaru owners and anybody with the 86 platform. Please make sure that you get a crush washer to replace on the drain plug. Subarus and Volkswagens are notorious for leaking oil, and the reasoning behind this is because most big chain companies doing oil changes never replace this. Tools that you're going to need are a jack and jack stands. Of course, if you don't have a lift or a friend that is willing to let you use their lift. If your car is factory height, a normal jack is going to do fine. If you have a car that's lowered, then get a low profile jack. I recommend a 2-ton or a 3-ton jack for a car, and then a 3-ton or more for a truck, SUV, or a van. The same thing applies to jack stands. Do not trust your life with a car being held up by a jack alone. Always use jack stands if you're going to be working underneath your car. The only other tool that you're going to need is a 14mm socket or wrench to loosen the oil drain plug, but the size may be a little bit different if you do not own a BRZ 86 or FRS. You are also going to need an oil drain pan to drain the oil, and then a funnel to make the process of putting the new oil in much easier. The parts that you will need for the actual oil change is 5.8 quarts of oil for the BRZ specifically. You will also need an oil filter, and the links that I have in the description are going to be specifically for the BRZ and the 86 platform. But again, if you use Amazon's Garage, you can just put your year, make, and model, which will instantly give you the search results for products that specifically fit your car. And that is everything that you're going to need for this. So to begin the process, first jack up the car and put the jack stands under to support it. Then you can put the oil pan under the drain plug and loosen the drain plug. Don't loosen that too fast because the oil will end up getting all over you. While you wait for the oil to drain, you can remove the oil filter under the hood of the car, and it may be a little bit dirty under the filter, and you can clean that. But be extremely careful that none of that debris gets into the actual filter housing. And now it's time to install the new oil filter. Make sure that you pre-lubricate the filter by spreading the new engine oil around the rubber O-ring on the bottom portion of the filter. Then you can screw the new filter on the car. By the time you do all of this, the oil should be drained and you can remove the crush washer from the drain plug and put the new one on. Make sure that this is clean to prevent any wearing over time, and then screw the drain plug back in underneath the car. Don't tighten it too much, but tighten it enough. They say 29 foot-pounds of torque is the amount needed, but using your common sense brings you extremely close to that number. And now on to the last steps. You can lower your car back down to the ground so that you can take out the dipstick and get an accurate reading of how much oil is in the car. Next, you can remove the oil fill cap and get your funnel to pour the new oil in. Once you do that, you can put the fill cap back on and check the dipstick to see how much oil you have in the car. Take it out one time and wipe it down, and then reinsert it and check again. Aim for the oil to be about halfway between the two holes on the actual stick. If that all looks good, you can start the car a couple of times, checking for any unusual sounds, leaks, or oil pressure warning lights that should not be there. And if all of that looks good, that means that you just changed your oil and you can do it again in the future, or you can help your buddies out and change their oil on their cars. But yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to leave a like if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.